Hey guys, let's talk about the brushes I took with me on my recent spring break, little vacation trip. And this would also be considered my go-to or favorite brushes of the moment because I've been asked about what brushes I recommend, and all of these I would recommend. So I thought I would make this its own video. And I do have this little, it says Crown Brush HD set. This is just the case that I like to use for my eye brushes. I had got this with the Crown HD brush set off of HauteLook a year or so ago. And then this container is, I just got this with some brushes off of eBay. It's not one that I would recommend or repurchase because I like putting my face brushes in this and it doesn't snap. You know, I don't want to force that to snap together. So I just put a hair tie around it, you know, to keep it closed. And this is what this looks like, you know. It's nice. It's just not big enough for what I'm putting in it, you know. Anyway, so let's just go ahead and start with the face brushes. This is the basic, like, brushes that I use every day. I do have more that I rotate in when I don't have them all clean. And these are not clean. I have just returned from a trip. And these are not currently clean. Okay, so let's just start with this. It's a Morphe M405. And to me, it really doesn't even matter what the actual brush is, like the brand. For me, it's the shape of the brush. Like just a small angled natural hair brush is what I like to use for blush. So it doesn't matter that it's a Morphe M405. And just in case you didn't know, Morphe comes on HauteLook pretty regularly, and so does Crown Brush. And Crown Brush makes all of Morphe's products. I mean, Morphe brushes are just Crown brushes rebranded, because the Crown Brush is a company that does things like that. You can buy brushes. I can buy brushes with my name on it from Crown Brush if I want to, and that's what Morphe has done. Anyway, so I really enjoy this for blush. And then for cream blush, this is a Massimo Shahuko number 16, if you can see that. But that doesn't matter. It's just a small stipple brush. Like, you can use the e.l.f. small stipple brush. That's the same. The only reason why I don't use the e.l.f. one is because I had bought this off of eBay or something, and the e.l.f. one I have is shorter handle, and this has a longer handle, so I like that better. I can find it in my brush cup, you know, but just a small stipple brush is what I like for cream blush. And this is a BH Cosmetics brush. It just came in a set. I don't even remember what it was called, but it's just a very, very small little, the sides of it are pinched in. I like to use this for cream highlight. So really, I can use several different type of brushes for cream highlight, but I like this one because it's pinched. It has a small area. It's just like the size of my thumb, the top of my thumb here. You know, it's not very large, but it's kind of dense. So whenever I get in the cream highlighter, I can dab this in and then apply it to exactly where I want to apply it. So this shape is good for me for cream highlighter. And then this is Meg's Makeup 8. She got me hooked on the Real Techniques sculpting brush for foundation. This is my favorite foundation brush. And I've been using the Lancome Tinted Ultra Stick Foundation for this whole year, the past 3 months. And this is perfect for that. I love it. I love it, love it, love it for foundation. And then to set my under eyes, I like the Real Techniques setting brush. Love this. Absolutely perfect. This brush right here, I love using it's a Sephora and Hakuhodo Pro, oh my gosh, I don't know what this is called. It's the big one. It's the big like face powder brush. It has an angle to it here. I like it for the ambient lighting powder and dim light because I can press it in that powder and then just glide it onto my skin. So whatever type of brush that has this type of shape to it that you could find is really good for like a finishing powder type of deal. That's why I like this, because I can press it into the powder and then glide it on to my face, because I don't want to buff it in or like fluff it on. I want to glide it exactly where I want it. So I love this shape of brush for that. And then the IT Cosmetics CC Angled Buffing Foundation Brush. I got this off of eBay also. And it's just a big angled flat top brush, if you can see that. See that shape? I love this for powder. I use it for my Smashbox Photo Filter Powder Foundation because I can glide it on the powder and then press it into my skin. I like to press powder in instead of buffing or rubbing. That way it doesn't disturb my foundation, but I love this shape of a brush. It doesn't have to be angled. It could be flat, like the e.l.f. powder brush would work just fine, but I like this one because it's super soft and I enjoy the angle on it. And then this little, what is this? Shape Master. This is a no-name brush. It's just like a pointed, finely pointed, probably just a little detail brush. I use this for the Benefit Erase Paste because I only want to dab a little bit in and then put it exactly in the darkest area of my under eyes, and that's what I like this brush for. And the last one in my face is, this is not the NARS Ita brush. This is a dupe that I got off of eBay, but it's this shape of brush that I really like for contour. So this is a perfect. Okay, and then the eye brushes. Well, I have one face brush in here. It's the Real Techniques fan brush. This is what I use for highlighter. Any fan brush would do. I like a fan brush for highlighter. And I like to take these type brushes anywhere I go, just one of these. Mascara, in case my mascara gets too clumpy, I can comb through it. The same thing with this. If I'm having mascara issues, or I can brush through my brows with it, I like to always have these. This one is BH Cosmetics, and this one is Precision Beauty. It doesn't matter the brand. You can get them from e.l.f. or whatever. Just these two top brushes is a must-have. And this one is let me start from the beginning what I would do. Okay, first I'm going to lay down my all over, set my eye primer with a cream shadow, and I use the e.l.f. concealer brush for that. It's just perfect. I use it every single day to set my eye primer. And then I usually go in with the MAC 217 brush to put something in my crease, or the MAC 221 brush to put a transition shade, put a crease shade, blending out. I love these two. I haven't found anything cheaper that is as good as the MAC 217 and the MAC 221. Love those. And then for cream shadows, I like using this Sephora Must Have Precision Cream Shadow number 80 brush to put cream shadow on my lid. It's fine. You don't have to buy a Sephora one. Just any type of like flat brush like this will work. Also, I like using this one. This I like using to blend out cream shadow. If I'm taking a stick shadow and putting it on my lid, then I'll use this one to kind of blend it. You can also use your finger, but that's what I like to do with this one. But if I'm taking cream shadow like from a color tattoo, I like using this type of brush. It's just a really, really small crease brush. I'm pretty sure e.l.f. makes one like this, but this is a Morphe M321. Just a very small crease brush, and I can just get in the cream shadow and apply it to my lid, and I still usually go over it with my finger to like make sure it's all dabbed in, but I do must have. Okay. And then I like using this Crown C462 brush for like smudging out my eyeliner or just anything having to do with eyeliner. This is what I use it for. It's just a very small, it comes to a point and it's really dense. Like whenever you press the brush on your hand, the bristles don't go from side to side. They don't splay from side to side. It stays stiff, and that's what I really like and enjoy to use to smudge out my eyeliner or anything having to do with eyeliner. The Crown C462 brush is what I use. And then this is a Morphe S30. I like using this for precision placement of like deeper eyeshadows in the crease. If I'm using a shimmery eyeshadow, I'll use this and put it on my crease. I'll put it on the outer V. It just seems like this is perfect for putting shimmery shades anywhere on the lid. That's what I use this for. Whether it's the inner corner, the middle of the lid, the outer of the lid, the outer V, whatever, I will use this brush because I just really like it. It's stiff, you know, so I can put the shadow exactly where I want it, but it's really soft and nice. It's the Morphe S30. And then I have, this I got an Ipsy. It's an Inspire fine angle brush, and I'm sure everybody has one like this. I like to use this for my brows. Just gets the job done. And then these are two brushes that I use them because I have them. They're the Wangos 04 and the Wangos 05. The 04, this one I like using for blending out shadow. It's just so soft. I don't think it's the best brush in the world, but I use it because I have it. And this is the 05, the pointed, what is this? You know what it is. Anyway, it's the pointed brush. I like using this to apply shadow to my lower lash line because it's so incredibly soft. I really like this. So I took these two with me. And then this one is a Rite Aid brush. It has no name. It's just a Rite Aid brush. And I like using this actually for concealer or to blend out my brow bone highlight. If I use a cream brow bone product to highlight my brow bone, I will use this to kind of blend it out. It's really good for concealer. I like this brush. And then the final brush is the e.l.f. Eyeshadow C brush. Now I use this one every single time I wear makeup to put powder highlight to my brow bone, to clean up with a cream shadow on the outer edge of my eye, to put any kind of shadow on the inner part of my eye, not the inner corner, but like the inner where I can have darkness, like in the orbital bone, the inner orbital bone. I like using this. I use it every day. I highly recommend e.l.f. Eyeshadow C brush. Love, love, love it. And if I do, like I multi-purposed this eyeliner brush or this angled brush that I use for my brows. I multi-purposed this because I didn't bring anything that was small enough to do, excuse me, my inner corner highlight. So after I got done doing my brows with this, I wiped it off on a towel and then I used it to apply my inner corner highlight also. So anyway, that is all the brushes I took with me and all my basic everyday favorites. I love yins, I appreciate yins, and I will see you real soon. Bye.